Los Angeles Rams are world champions. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Rams are world champions. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles. World champions, a Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles.
No, I do. I'm getting the whole thing. I'm getting it. Oh my God.
Come on, Deshaun. Come on, Deshaun. Yeah!
They're taking him out. Look.
Making him leave.
The Ramilia Sports Report is not filmed in front of a studio audience.
How you doing, my Ramilia fans of the defending NEC West champion Rams? Nothing better than to see Niner fans at Philly getting pelted by snowballs. They're going back. And so the Rams are the fifth seed in the NFC. We're going to play. It's a rematch with the Carolina Panthers. We owe them. We'll beat them. And then we'll go on to the next round and so forth. Looking forward to playing the Seahawks. Possibly in the NFC Championship game, the way things might shake out. We'll see what happens with all the other games. But crazy the way the things run. The Rams record is 12-5. And they're on the road to the Panthers. And let me double check the Panthers record again. But it's nowhere near 12-5. It's because they're a division winner. There has to be. I mean, no, I guess that's fine because they won the division. It's kind of fluid the way. So sometimes I remember when the NFC East was the worst division. It's getting kind of back to that now. The Cowboys have a horrible defense, and the Eagles run roughshod over them. But let me put this up here real quick. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. It's Victory Monday. So Carolina's 8-9, dude. They have a losing. Now that I'm talking about this, and it is what it is. But if the team that won the division has a losing record, okay, then they should have to go to the other team that has a better. Whoever they play should have to go. They should be a road team. They won the division, fantastic, but they should also. They're a lower seed because of the record, but they should have to go to. I mean, we're 12-5. They're 8-9. They won the division, but the division was trash. The NFC West was the toughest division in football. If you have a losing record, then all bets are off. They should change that rule, and you can't have everything, And I'm not saying it just because I'm a Ram fan. 9. My team was 8-9. I wouldn't expect to host a team, anybody, but But imagine we lost to that 8-9 Carolina team, the Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. That they played us on fourth down. They got a couple of lucky deep plays, and our comeback fell short. And then they'd play other teams, and they look like crap. Bryce Young is a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and the guy was benched last year. They were looking for another quarterback. It's just crazy how everything is shook out. But yeah, I mean, we're 12-5. They should be coming to SoFi, regardless of them winning the division. But that's the way it is. Who cares? Anyway, we're going to win this game against the Carolina Panthers. We started out sluggish again. It was a good thing that here I am talking about, well, maybe Jimmy Garoppolo will get reps. Well, we needed all the reps that we could because we had to shake off the stink and funk from losing that close game to the Seattle Seahawks. So here we are now, 12-5. Everything is falling into place. The good news, I mean, we're going to beat whoever we're going to play. It doesn't matter who's in front of us. We'll beat them. We'd rather have them at SoFi because the elements are going to be a problem. At Carolina, it's probably going to be ugly weather, but maybe not as bad as other places, but Chicago, Philadelphia, but because everyone's taking notes of what Sean McVay does, resting his starters normally. If our offense wasn't sputtering, we got back on track. Tyler Higbee's back. He's a big weapon. He caught a big ball landing on his back really tough, really hard. Devontae Adams will be back for the playoff. Kevin Dotson will be back for the playoffs. All of our guys are coming back just in time. Witherspoon had a bad play last game. He got burnt, but it's okay. It's fine. Let him fine tune it. Q Lake will be back, and so we're getting stuff together. We're the fifth seed. When my point was the Eagles rested their guys. Who is the one who started doing that? Sean McVay, resting their guys. This time he wanted to get our offense on track because he saw something was wrong, and it was missing for a while. We were missing Dotson on the right side for sure. Larry Jackson did play this game. I was glad. But we're getting all our guys back at the right time. Now we got some momentum going with the offense. Stafford with 4 touchdowns, and so he should. And it's not just because of this game, but with the total 46 touchdowns on the year. What is it? 4,700 yards. Let me see if I have that graphic. He should have secured games ago the NFL MVP. Do I have the graphic of him? Yeah, here we go. Let's look at the graphic real quick, and then we'll get to the chat. So his other combatant, 4,707 yards passing, 46 touchdowns to 35 Drake May. Now, Drake May had a great season. There are two different types of quarterbacks. So I saw people saying, well, Drake May has ran in for so many, and he's got so many yards, rushing yard. Look at the rushing statistics. Hold on, let me move my thing out of the way. And I'm like, those are two different quarterbacks, guy. Look, 4,707 Stafford. Let's check that box. Total touchdowns, 46. 8 interceptions apiece. 65% completion record versus 72. Now remember, Drake May played one of the easiest schedules. In the NFL, nothing's easy, but we had one of the toughest schedules, and we played more playoff teams, and one beat more playoff teams than Drake May did. Now look at the rushing yards. Wow, that's amazing. Well, that's because he uses his legs. That's part of his game. Stafford is he's an older quarterback. You don't take that away from him, but he's not a mobile quarterback. He's the ultimate pocket passer, and so that doesn't even matter. Just take that column out. I mean, but whatever. Let's just give that to him. The 11 touchdowns, and they keep saying too. Stafford has 13 close touchdowns. Within 1 yard. I don't know how many yards it is, but even if it's 1 yard, you're dropping back about 3 to 4 yards. It's still a further pass, but they're trying to demean Stafford for having 13 touchdowns. That's an NFL record in close range. Well, if it's so easy, why doesn't everybody do it? Ask the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson in the Super Bowl when they had a close, in the red zone, deep in the red zone interception to lose the Super Bowl. So, lose me with that. They're full of crap. But anyway, Matthew Stafford should get the MVP. Unwell. Yeah, it's been a great season so far. We've had our mishaps, and we're right there, 12-5. Yeah, baby. Outside, Roxy's right there. Okay, let's see. All right. Stockton says, good luck at the casino, Stockton. Stockton says, Rams favored by 10. You guys know my my thing about the Rams being favored a lot, man. This young team. Anyway, it's playoffs. It's different time. Flip the switch now. Winers are cooked. Yeah, the poor, listen, it's not like somebody told you that once Brock Purdy plays a team that can pass rush and has a good defense, he's a different quarterback. I told you. It's funny, too, because when I hear Grant Cohn talk, and I go on his show, and that's what I've been saying from day one, Brock Purdy against average teams looks like the second coming of right-handed Steve Young. But then when he plays a good stout defense that hits him and has a good pass rush, he's average Joe. And here we are. Stockton says, I don't like being first game Saturday. Yeah, it's okay. We'll just get it over with. We owe them. It's playoff time. If we can't beat the Panthers, then there's no reason, I'm not worried about it. Well, we want to win. We don't. Nothing's guaranteed in life. Stafford can go down in the second series. And then Jimmy, you got it. Hopefully that won't happen. But anything can happen in a game. But we owe them. The Carolina Panthers game was the reason why we put ourselves in that mess. We should have been with the win in Arizona. That should have gave us the division. Yeah, she says I don't just want it. Well, the Falcons too messed that up for us too. That's right. Kind of just put that out of my mind. By the way, Raheem Morris got fired. I'm sorry, Raheem. You did your job though, man. You got us appreciate you. So props to Raheem Morris. Much love, brother. Much love. Maybe when Chris Shula gets a head coaching job, some offers, he'll go, and then we'll bring you back. No, maybe not. I love Raheem Morris, but he would drive me nuts too. I do want to give a shout out though to the Seahawks head coach McDonald. He's a defensive coach, and what? Listen, I just go by what I see. I've watched the NFL. I know the game pretty good. I've seen a lot of players. Both opponents, great opponents, and great Rams. But the book on Kyle Shanahan's offense is they like to throw short passes inside the numbers. They like to throw to the running backs when nobody's open, like most teams. For some reason, we don't get that. I mean, if you remember the first game against Mac Jones, and forget for a second that Kendrick, and I'm talking about the Niners because I'm using an example of how the Seahawks stopped the Niners offense. That's the only reason why I'm talking about it. So you guys say it's only 2 minutes in and you're talking about the Winers. So that's okay. There's a reason for my talking about them. So McDonald understands that Brock Purdy only throws inside the numbers, and they don't have a real number one wide receiver, Ayuk, because there's always drama in Santa Claraville. There's always diva wide receivers who want more money, and I would be like, look, all you motherfuckers that want more money, then how about closing out a Super Bowl? The Fred Warners, the Nick Bosa's. I'm like, yeah, you guys are great players, but do you want to be Navarro Bowman or what's the other cat? Patrick Willis, great players, Hall of Fame player Willis, I believe he got into the Hall of Fame right this year. London Fletcher should have been there before him. Excuse me, he's a Super Bowl champion. But I digress. You want to be like that, just be known as a great player, but not a Super Bowl champion. Then close out the damn Super Bowl. They had 2 Super Bowls where they were leading by multiple digits, and you don't see this. They leave it on the why doesn't any of the reporters say and my guy Grant Cohn, hey Fred, does that still sting knowing that you Bosa and the crew couldn't close out Patrick Mahomes in that Super Bowl? I mean, you guys could have closed it out twice and you didn't. That's got to sting, man. I want to hear. That's kind of like my Dodgers. There's a lot of Dodger fans that say, "Oh, the Dodgers are going to win 111 games this year." I'm like, I don't care. The postseason is what matters. That's where the Niner fans too don't understand. All these All Pros and Pro Bowls, and that's fine and dandy. Regular season empire, I used to call them. The playoffs is what matter. Close it out when you get their win. They've lost 3 times, and the last 3 times they went to the Super Bowl. But the reason why I brought all this stuff up is because I wish that Chris Shula would understand that that's what, because we like to play the defense where we sit back, don't give the deep play, which is fine and dandy, but we're not understanding that they like to throw over the numbers and they get yak yard because we don't have the greatest cackling. If you have guys that stop guys like right there, fantastic, but we don't. We have a couple of guys that can do that, but they get yak yards. That's why that game Kendrick Bourne looked like the second coming of Jerry Rice, because he played with Mac Jones with the Patriots, and he got 150 some yards. I think it was something like that. And I'm like, what are we doing, man? I can go out there and get toasted too. So I in the tackling, what I saw was a physical defense, meaning Seattle, that didn't give up. They were all locked in on the road. Whenever the Niners caught it, especially CMC, they tackled his ass hard to the ground right there. They got in Brock Purdy's ass. Even the last play, he should have been out. The game's over, and Kyle Shanahan left him out there, and he got beat up. I don't know if he's going to be available. Well, maybe that's a blessing, because I think that Mac Jones, the way the Seahawks played an offense, leaving a lot of points on the board, Mac Jones might have been lucky and got a couple. Well, Mac Jones not lucky. I'll say this: he's a gamer. He takes hits. He's better than I thought he was. He's not an elite quarterback by any stretch of the imagination, but he gets the ball downfield also. That's what the Niners could have used. But it's the Brock Purdy. They paid him, so they got to play him. And there you go. And so they're going to be out now next week against the Philadelphia Eagles, and the fans are going to get pelted by snowballs. The Rams will be on to the next round, and life will be cool. I told Lump and the Niner fans that, hey, 2026 is not going to be very good for you guys. It's either going to be us or the Seahawks probably that are holding up the Lombardi at Levi Stadium, man. What kind of a 2026 year is that for them? But anyway, I believe that we still are. We got a lot of more. Like our guy Marcus Peters was saying in my opening. I think we ain't done yet. So anyway, let's get into the chat some more. Appreciate you guys. ESG says, I don't want to win. I want to win big. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. If you ain't first, you're last. Ricky Bobby. ESG says, it's worrying me that the Rams are giving 9.5 and people are taking the Rams to cover. The Rams to cover. Yeah, I don't like when I mean, I like the respect. Don't get me wrong. I like the respect. They're saying, yeah, you guys are going to put a foot in their ass, but let's do it. Let's do it. Doom. Funky Cole Medina. Let's do it. ESG says, we are going to be the first game of the playoffs. I think that's a good sign. Yeah. I don't mind that. Let's just get it over with a win, because it's a wild card game. I mean, it's no biggie to us as far as We're looking forward to a wild card game. We want to see the Rams. Well, let me say it this way: we expect to win. It does. I don't want to be waiting for a wild card game. Let's just get it over with and get it on. Let's get it on. CMD Carney says, yes, indeed, horns up. Love it, love it. CMD, appreciate you, brother. ESG says, the good thing about Witherspoon is he's a strong defensive back. Did you see how he took the ball out of the receiver for? Yep, that was great. That was a great play. That's what I'm saying. He's playing back into things. He's been out for a long time, getting his game wind. Q Lake, I wish Q Lake could have got some reps, but they're being very careful. And so Devontae will be back. And the only thing that I was a little bit worried about, because I like him, is our guy Whittington got banged up in special teams. And I like how our coach activated hold on. Let me check something real quick. I like how our new special teams coach activated Sean Dolick. He's a great special team player out there. Dannyberry Sports Highlights. How you doing, brother? Happy Monday. Hey, everyone. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you. Yeah, she said, I don't understand how Stafford is being judged by the game. Yeah. This man, listen, there's nothing new about this. This man is one of the most underappreciated, great all-time quarterbacks of all time. I mean, I don't know. We already know that. If you go to Madden, they bullshit him with the 12th rating and shit. I think this year they finally did him a little bit better, but that's just the way it goes, man. It is what it is. It's a great comment. ESG says Chargers are going to be ready for Drake. That'll be funny, man. LA team helps the LA team. Avatar Sai says those 3 interceptions didn't help. Yeah, the three interceptions didn't help at all. But I mean, even with that, he's got the same amount of interceptions as Drake May, and Drake May played a much easier schedule. And so there's cases to be made for both. If you just look at stats per stats, and the strength of schedule, Stafford should win easy. Stafford, yes, indeed. CMD says, did you see the stats versus teams they played? Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Stockman says, Raheem defense is bend, don't break. No thanks. You guys remember, and Stockton remembers how I used to get on Raheem Morris, man. What are we doing, dude? It's 3rd and 8. Why are we 10 yards off the receiver? I mean, if you have to, bring in Jerry Gray. He's probably coaching somewhere in the NFL. Bring in Leroy Irvin and have them come in and show our guys some stuff, some tricks of the trade, man. It's not too. I mean, this is NFL football. It's the pro game, but it's still football. You're physical. Your fundamentals are down. Your feet are right. When the guy's bigger than you, you get low leverage. You use the back of your helmet when you're going up to get the ball. That's the legal play to maybe put your back of your helmet in the guy's chest so you can make the catch and get some separation. You can use your shoulders, get some separation. There's a lot of things that you can do that you can use from basketball when you get in position to get the rebound as a wide receiver. And me being a slow, shorter dude, not 6'3" or 6'6" or something. When you're out there in the basketball court, and you call it a jump ball or whatever, you gotta use what you got. And then Tutu Atwell, I like how he tried to. There was one play they finally got him out there too. He tried to get a call on one of them too, but yeah, draw some calls on him. Yeah, she said, I thought Raheem was going to come back to the Falcons. It looked like they were onto something there in the last few games of the season. Yeah, they kind of did him wrong. I think they didn't like that he got the pick, even the player that they got was doing well. But I don't think that they like that. But then he beat the Rams, so why don't you bring him back for one more year? That's kind of messed up. Yeah, she says, I want to hear the opponent's fans say, wow, the Rams gave us a beat down out. Yep. Danny Monello says, "What do you think about Roger MC?" Roger MC. I talk about who's Roger MC. Tell me who you're talking about. I'll get back to you, Danny. I'm sorry. Steve O Supremo says downfield to what receivers? You do have a point there, but hey, the Mr. Candidate, Kyle Shanahan, Ayuk is supposed to be there. That's one thing. Listen, and then Ricky Pearsall, the race car driver, who keeps getting hurt, getting out of his race car. This guy, I mean, I'm going to be very PC. Some people would say, to do a Trump term. There's a lot of people saying Stockton will like that, me using a Trump term. A lot of people say that he's soft. I wouldn't say that, but honestly, how are you practicing all week, like Grant Cohn says, and then you're not playing? I'm like, man, listen, dude. I mean, if you're hurt, you're hurt. But I'm gonna try to get in there, dude. Even if I'm 70%, 60%, man, that's crazy. Well, I come from being a Ram fan. Niner fans don't have any reference except for Ronnie Lott back in the day, but we all know that this Niner team is not the old school Niners. I mean, Ronnie Lott played with a broken finger. Didn't he tear it off or something? That's a USC. That's the USC blood in him, by the way. But Jack Youngblood's playing the Super Bowl after with a fractured tibia in his leg. Leave him alone. Talking says Packers will beat the Bears. That's gonna be a good game. I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, she says, get an extra day of rest before we go to Seattle. Yep. It's gonna be a great game, man. I mean, everything's lined up for us. Socrates says, is Ferguson play? No, he's out. Higbee is gonna play. For this game. Game time decision. That's a good. We'll find out. He was out this week because of that hamstring. So I'm thinking that they're just being on the side of caution. He probably will be available, but honestly, they probably want to save him for the Seattle game, depending on how treatment and stuff goes. They have to bring out the a Marto silver bullet trailer. Sit your ass in there for 3 hours. Brian Smith says San Francisco will get the third place division schedule next year. They'll be right back in the hunt. Total bullshit. That's right, huh? Because even though they have a good record. Oh, is that how it works though? Like, speaking of schedule, let's see. Yeah, because they are technically third placers, like I call them. So that's the only bad thing about that. Rams finalize opponents. Let's get off the playoffs real quick. Guess where we're going next year? Las Vegas. We're going to Las Vegas to see the Circus Raiders. Over Raiders. Okay, so at Tampa Bay, at Washington, at Philly. Why are we always playing at Philly? Did they make a deal with the NFL or something? Why are we always going to Philly? Why are we always going to Philly? At Denver. And then the home opponents, the Whiners, the Sea Hags, the lowly Cardinals haven't been good since Kurt Warner left. The Giants, who are in deep despair. The Carl's Jr. Dallas Cowboys. The G-Men. Buffalo Bills, not this year either for you either. The Yosemite Sam Mustache team. San Diego Compton Chargers. And then you got Kansas City down in the dumps. No, I'm just kidding. My guy, Kansas City guy in here messing with you. It's going to be, why do we always go to Philly? CMD says MVP against teams with the winning record. Drake Mays, 969 passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. There you go right there. Matthew Stafford, 879 passing, 20 touchdowns, 1 interception, 107 passing rate. There it is right there. Yep, there it is. How you doing, Sky Man? Appreciate you. Burrow says, Rudy, how you doing? Happy Monday. I can't wait to get some revenge against Pat. Yes, indeed. Also, too, it's my birthday today, so thank you. My lady made me a nice breakfast today. She's going to make my favorite enchiladas. So it's my birthday. Yay. Yes, indeed. So, thank you, Seattle, for giving me what I wanted on my birthday. And that's seeing the Niners get a belt to the ass and Brock Purdy getting beat up even to the last play. I don't want him hurt. I just want him to feel you let poor Mac Jones. You let poor Mac Jones do the heavy lifting, playing, sitting with the damn Diet Coke on the bleacher on a recliner, while Mac Jones is doing the heavy lifting. 6 games, comes back refreshed, fresh leg, feeling spry. Was on his Roku TV, forwarding and rewinding how to do the Dougie and shit, all this, trying to pretend like he has some kind of personality. Comes back against cupcake teams, and everybody's saying, "Oh, we're back." Maybe we'll have to just outscore teams. Righty, right? And then he plays one of the best defenses finally, and gets his ass handed to him. And to make it worse, it was against Sam Darnold. And only because Sam Darnold was playing on the other side and the offense, it was rainy. JSN stepped out of bounds. The Seattle kicker missed 2 feet. They tried to even help him. Missed 2 field goals. They didn't quite put a full belt to the ass. They put a belt to one cheek of the Niners' ass. But it was a great day. The Seahawks did me a favor, gave us the fifth seed for my birthday, and gave a one cheek belt to the ass to the Niners, and sat Brock Purdy's ass down. So yes, indeed, Roger McCreary. Yes, he's there too. He's more of a backup, kind of a nickel situation. Yep, you had it right the first time. ESG. Yep. McCreary. Yeah, she said it was January 3rd and all through the Niners house. Hold on. Let me do this right. Hold on. Ready? Hold on. All right, here we go. Ready? It was January 3rd and all through the Niners house. Nothing was stirring, not even a Niner mouse. Yeah, she said Higbee made his presence felt in his first game back. Yeah, the one thing about Higbee too is Brock Purdy type thing. He's been out for a few games. He's feeling a little spry. He's got his legs under him. Great for older players. My other thing is Brock Purdy's a young fella. Jimmy says, "How's Rombo? He's melting down. God bless Rombo. God bless him." Hold on. Oh, God bless him. Rombo was melting down. I was like, I told you 2026 ain't going to be very good for you guys. Now you guys are going to Philly. Pobrecitos. Yeah, she says, actually, Rudy, that's correct. Philadelphia and the regular season last played here. Yeah. Because I remember them blocking them 2 kicks at Philadelphia, man. Kelsey retired. Oh, snap. Let me see this. Well, he's got that, hot little Taylor Swift wife now. They probably, yep, there it is. Wow. Thank you. Hold on. He probably says, well, he could always unretire though. I mean, if you look at it's actually kind of smart. He's gonna relax with his gorgeous wife, go on tour and shit, and chill. And Mahomes probably maybe not be back for the first game or so. They make a playoff run, he unretires. I'm feeling fresh, And but props to him. He's a champion. One of the greatest tight ends to ever play. And there it is. Thank you, Stockton. Wow. Breaking news. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce to retire from the NFL after a 13-year career. Wow. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Props to you. He's a Super Bowl champion. So, we applaud that. And also, too, as a Ram fan, we want to give him a shout out for being part of the reason why the Santa Clara Niners have not won a Super Bowl. In the modern post free agency era, besides the 94 team that was already assembled, when Lombardis weren't made of tin, thanks to the collective bargaining agreements and TV contracts, it's a different era now. But yes, indeed, we appreciate you as Ram fans. Burrow says, happy birthday, Rudy. Awesome, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys. Oh, man. I'm finished. You don't want to know, man. You don't want to know. Especially with McVay being so young. Babe, they don't believe I'm 29 years old today. Oh, yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah, she says, happy birthday, Rudy. Listen, imagine the Rams winning the Super Bowl at Leva on my birthday. Boy. Well, my birthday year. You know what I mean. That's what I meant. Skyman says, happy birthday, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Rams Johnson, breaking news. The Niners third place banners. I told him too. I said, look, you guys, it's going to, well, unfortunately, I was wrong in this respect that they were fighting with the Seahawks for the division because of our fault, but they finished third place. Rams Johnson says, counting down to Saturday. Yep. ESG says, oh, that's right. I forgot we played at Philadelphia this season. Yeah. No, I knew what you were talking about. ESG says, let the Niner killer retire in peace. Yes, indeed. Round says, I like birthday horn braids. Appreciate you, man. Kelsey, yes, indeed. Felicia Cumpleaños, Rudy. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Why you hide your age like a woman? Come on. It's bad luck. It's bad luck, man. All of a sudden I start getting wrinkles and shit. She says, have you checked to see if the 49ers are going to have another easy schedule 2026? I haven't even looked. What, they always say next year. I'm like, you guys will probably be injured again next year. I'm not wishing for that. I want to beat you guys at full strength, but when is that? Ramsdon says, my birthday is Friday before this. Oh, there you go, brother. That's awesome. Michael says, what's up, Ramelia? Yes, indeed. Michael, appreciate you. Happy birthday, Rudy. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Ramsdon says, what's red and gold and in third place? What do you guys think about them black uniforms? Man, that's a bad mixture. You got the Santa Clara Niners who left their championship heart in San Francisco decades ago, mixed up with the Las Vegas Raiders, who haven't won in longer. That's a bad combination to wear, man. Looking like the Mars bar out there. Anyway, let's look at our guy Sean McVay's prowess. What happened to you, Shawnee? Shawnee McVay. Let me get my chat out of the way real quick just so you can see it better. Mo better blues, mo better. Hold on, let me just temporarily. There we go. Shawnee McVay, third head coach in NFL history to reach 100 wins prior to age 40, including the playoffs, joins Hall of Famer Curly Mo Lambeau and Hall of Fame George Hallis, Hall of Fame famer George Hallis. There it is. Props to Shawnee McVay, who's going to add his second Super Bowl and third NFC Championship trophy to the, and also hold that Super Bowl up to his grandfather in the Niners Ring of Honor. His grandfather McVay, John McVay. Props to him. And then besides him, oh, by the way, too, victory Monday. A Puka Natata. Let's see. Hold on. Here we go. This is what I wanted to show you. This man here, this is my quarterback. Nobody is perfect. The great Vince Ferragamo, the great Roman Gabriel, one of the great quarterbacks, John Elway, Joe Montana, threw interceptions too. They couldn't do it as well as Matthew Stafford when it comes to pick sixes and Brett Favre, but they weren't gunslingers. John Elway was, but he played in the AFC. Anyway, all-time NFL career completions, sixth, 5,552. Matt Ryan just passed him. Now time to get up to Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers is 113 more, and but Matthew Stafford is in the top 5 in almost every major category. That's Hall of Famer. He should put on his MVP jacket this year, along with another Super Bowl. Everyone was saying Rambo fart. God bless Rambo. Hey, you gotta go. If he's in a comfortable chair. But yes, indeed, baby, we're waiting for Saturday, the wild card, baby, the wild card. Saturday, 1:30 p.m. And we want this rematch. You know, there's going to be no fourth down bullshit, 4th and 3, 40-yard touchdowns in the end zone bullshit. We're going to get after him. Kyron Williams and Blake Corum are going to run the ball. Puka's going to do his thing. Devontae Adams going to get a couple of short touchdowns. 5-touchdown day by Matthew Stafford. But we're going to do what we need to do, baby. Daniel says, my birthday is tomorrow. Horns up. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, she said, that's my coach. Yes, indeed, baby. My guy, Derek Cronin. What up, Rudy? Happy New Year to you and your family. You as well, my guy, David. Appreciate you. Yeah, she says, that's my quarterback. Yes, indeed. Love it, love it, love it. Rabbi says, dang, third place gang. Derek says, we beat the Eagles. What the Rams can't do. We haven't. You got us right. David, if you beat the Eagles, if the Niners beat the Eagles, I'll find something for Niners to wear on my next live. If I'll just say that. No bets, just that. Rams John says Stafford Hall of Famer. Yes, indeed. Yep. Even without this year, he was to me. Because he's been one of the all-time greats, and we all know the reason why. Basically, his story is like Kevin Garnett's. Played with the Timberwolves, horrible organization. Still one of the great players. And it wasn't until he went to a great organization and he won the championship that people saw it more. And it doesn't change how great a player he was with the Timberwolves. Same thing with Matthew Stafford. Let's see. This is a cute little video, real quick. Matthew Stafford, man, Dodger fan, Kershaw Bud. His little daughters and his wife, they have these little signs right before the game. This is what it's all about, man. Check this out.
They're my favorite part of life, and it's so cool to be able to have those moments with them before games, doing something that I love, that they've in turn learned to love and support me and our team. It's really fun to watch them blossom into the young ladies that they are, and the fans of football and their dad and all of our teammates. I take them into breakfast sometimes on Tuesdays on our off day, and people walk through the door and they're like, "Oh, there's Braden Fisk," and like they know people, and I'm like, that's kind of a good one to know. I mean, a D lineman, kind of nondescript. You're like, yeah, and pretty awesome. I was like impressed. So no, it's really fun, man. It's what keeps me coming back, and it gets me in the right headspace before the game starts every time. So I love having them there.
And that's what it's about. They're going to see him also win another Super Bowl and his MVP. But that's just really touching. It's really cool they do that, man. That's what it's all about right there. Your girls watching you do your thing on the practice field, on the field of play. And Matthew Stafford just makes it so easy, man. Let's just get into some highlights real quick.
Corum in the backfield. Fake to Corum. Stafford end zone. Touchdown. Second today for Parkinson. Stafford with his fourth.
And notice and peep the crowd. Notice Matthew Stafford with the notice that nobody talks about the crowd. The Rams have no fans. And yes, it was the Arizona Cardinals game. Tickets were very cheap. But the Ram fans have a lot of fans. Like he was saying how his girls, that's Brandon Fisk. There's a lot of grade schoolers that have a Puka Nacua jersey, a Matthew Stafford jersey, a Jared Verse jersey. Great players in the community of Southern California. Even if my dad likes the Niners, but I'm a Puka fan. Stuff like that. Or my dad's a Raider fan, and so is his dad. But I like Kyrie Williams. That's going to happen, and so that's going to rebuild the fan base. And but yes, indeed. And here he is again, striking Puka Nacua, taking it down, baby. Check this out.
On fourth down, Stafford, end zone, Nacua, touchdown. What a catch.
That was one-on-one. And I can see Puka doing that in the Super Bowl a la Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp had a little sideways deal like this over the guy. Puka Nacua is a little bigger receiver. I can see us doing that too, having a game-winning drive. Hopefully we get to Super Bowl, we can win in the blowout, but game-winning drive. You're going to win the Super Bowl. You hear Sean McVay in the background on those highlights. Puka Nacua can do that too. Take us home, baby. Yes, just David. We beat Kansas City, something that I just couldn't do. Yeah. Ralph Johnson, Purdy, Holler Toilet Bowl MVP. Yeah, I was trying to find the clip where the SoFi was saying MVP as well. Burrow says, loves Matthew Stafford, awesome QB, and beautiful family. Exactly right, baby. Itchy's Ram tickets were cheap yesterday. There's your answer. Make the tickets cheaper. The tickets cheaper. Well, see, that's a great comment. I told you guys a story how I was a Ram fan ticket holder since the LA Coliseum when they came back, and from St. Louis. And then we the year we won the Super Bowl, let me stop. Ram season ticket holder doesn't guarantee you for parking. The new age of NFL football. You buy your season tickets for whatever it costs. On mine, they were like $800 and some. You pay them in payments. Okay. That doesn't give you any right to any parking. You have to buy a parking pass. So what me and my buddies would do, since we all go together to the game, we would split it. We had our parking pass. No big deal. If I don't go, for whatever reason, I don't show up, or I'm not going to be able to make it, the other two will use the parking pass. Or the same thing, vice versa. We have a parking pass. The next year, after we won the Super Bowl, 2022, instead of them just letting us renew our parking pass, we had to be in the queue with everybody else. And by the time we got there, they were sold out. So we had a season tickets in our little hands or on our phones, because they're digital at that time. Now, used to have like a box of tickets. We didn't have anywhere. We didn't have no way to park. We had to pay when we got to the game. So like when we play the Niners, they want $100 for parking, $80. Like what the. And so that was ridiculous. And then that's because they started they weren't done with the parking structures, so they were some of it was taken up. But yeah, that's the modern era. So like you were saying, affordable tickets, but also it's not just the tickets, it's the parking, it's everywhere else, but that's the new age of the NFL. Everything's corporate, corporate, corporate. It's not just the Rams. It's everything's corporate, 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 corporate. Let's get another quick look at this. This is just beautiful.
He kind of laughed, and here it is. It's coming. He's looking out there. Puka, Puka, Puka. Nope. And it's just amazing how he does that. Looks outside, and then he brings it.
Now, when the knuckleheads say, yeah, but he's got a bunch of 1 yard passes or close in passes, 13, it's a record. That doesn't count. Bullshit, man. Who else can do this?
He kind of laughed, and here it is. It's coming. He's looking out there. Puka, Puka, Puka. Nope. And it's just amazing.
And that's one of the better. How many points did Brock Purdy?
Looks outside, and then he brings it inside to Puka. Just sensational. Side-eyeing Puka there into the end zone.
Look at that.
Can't trust
Another
those
angle.
lion eyes.
That's the MVP of the NFL, baby. That's the NFL, the MVP of the NFL. That's the best quarterback on any of the teams on both of the AFCs that are in the playoffs, AFC, NFC. I'm just going to tell you right now. That guy's amazing. I'm glad he's my quarterback. I'm glad that Sean McVay and Les Snead had the cojones to make the move from Jared Goff. And the rest is Rams history. And we'll let our guy, Kurt Warner, take it away.
So where do you place the Rams in all of this now that all the pieces have settled and we see the momentum going in certain directions and the Week 18 schedule all set and the Rams having no shot at the 1 seed? Where do you place the Rams as they go into this game tonight, Kurt?
I mean, and again, there's so much here, right? Because they can't really, they can't win the division now, because of the scenario with San Francisco and Seattle. The crazy thing is, I'm hearing that if Atlanta wins out, wins these next two, then it doesn't even matter the Tampa game against Carolina, that Carolina would get in anyways because of the strength of schedule type stuff. Like, still so much riding on it, but it just makes you wonder, okay, what do the Rams do here these last couple weeks? Because I still think they may be the best team in the entire NFL. But, so much has kind of gone against them from that overtime touchdown pass to Puka, where you're thinking, okay, Rams are going to run this thing and possibly get the number 1 seed, to losing with the 2-point conversion. And then everything that's happened, since they played, like you said, what's their approach? What are they thinking at this point? How does that affect them mentally, these last couple weeks? I'm fascinated to watch, but I do think we're kind of overlooking them because we haven't seen them play in a while, and they could just be that team that comes out of the NFC.
And that was from a couple of weeks ago, but the feeling is still the same. It took a little while for us to get back on track after that horrible loss, man. And just the Puka podcast distraction, and it was a tough loss, man. We had that game. I mean, you look back and you're like, man, then you play some teams that aren't as good as you, and you don't come out right, and then things fall apart in the game. You're still almost going to overcome it, and then stuff like that happens. Rams John says, my mom, my dad, my mom, and stepdad are all fans. Love it, man. Love it. Appreciate that. Props to them. Stockton says short passes near the end zone are harder than other passes. The defense is all bunched up and short. Yep, they're just stupid. That's just what that's tougher than like doing a little screen pass and the guy goes in. I mean, what next? Well, he's got a lot of screen pass touchdowns. Rams John says the Santa Clara by the sea of Santa Castro Square across the street from San Jose, sissy whiners of Oakland too. Rams says Rams show the Puka one-handed catch from yesterday. Lesson C. Yes, indeed. Rudy show the one-handed catch. Yeah, that one. I think you did that before I did this.
On fourth down, Stafford, end zone, Nikola, touchdown! What a catch!
Yep. Warner's forever a Ram. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Their team needs to be retired. Yep, they should. They should. I can't get over this, though, man. This is just hilarious. Hold on. Hold on. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Now with Seattle. Out to his right. Throws back for Cobb. Great play and a first down, Seattle.
That wasn't it, but I just thought I would throw that in because I still have that in there. Appreciate Cooper Kupp still doing damage to the team that he owns, the Santa Clara Niners. This is what I was talking about.
No, I do. I'm getting the whole thing.
God bless him, man. God bless him. Yes, indeed, baby. So we're getting ready for the playoffs. The Rams are 10-point favorites. Okay, and this man's going to be MVP. Can't wait.
Here. You got a little skirmish going on. We'll be back.
All right, guys. I appreciate you. We're going to go do some stuff and get ready for my birthday dinner, and then hang out. My sisters might come over. All right, guys. I love each and one of you guys. The playoffs are coming, baby. We got Carolina. The Niners got the Eagles, and the Seahawks are resting, waiting for us. And the Arizona Cardinals are relaxing at home. All right, guys. I love each one of you guys. Appreciate you one of you guys. As we always say, may the Ramillion